All right, I want to talk about something real quick. So, I read an article the other day that literally said that, well, if you tax millionaires and billionaires, they wouldn't be incentivized to become millions or billionaires. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that a simple tax of 1 or 2% is enough, supposedly, to make people not want to become millionaires or billionaires. However, when a company hires you and say they offer dental, they offer vision, they offer health, they offer retirement, and when you get to 29 years of your 30 years, they decide to fire you so that you can't claim their retirement, that's supposed to incentivize people to work? Like, let's be real clear about this, okay? Besides the fact that there are mass layoffs, besides the fact that there are also people quitting, besides the fact that there are also people going to jail in certain sectors because of the food stamp fraud, the Medicaid fraud, and now there was a whole California school board charter that resigned because they were getting inappropriate funds for English as a second language and just using it as they pleased. So these are people in higher power, not the poor. All right, I want to preface that, not the poor. These are people that the poor went to, and then they decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to turn $1. So people are supposed to take jobs where you're not offering dental, you're not even offering full-time. In fact, here's the whole thing. You're offering full-time hours. You're not offering full-time status. You're now a contract worker, which means you don't get any health, any dental, any vision. Okay? That's supposed to incentivize people to go to work. But one of the things that did incentivize people to go to work was dental, vision, and health. Make it make sense, baby. Like, I mean, we're at a point now, it's like corporations want to sit there and have a conversation. We want to have a conversation because I'll be honest with you, as a half in between millennial Gen X, I was born in 84. So it's like we were in that little cusp area where everything was gray, because honestly, everything is gray. Like, we understand the concept of hard work. In fact, some of us like hard work because at the end of the day, like, certain men, if they feel like they haven't sweat or done something to actually earn the day, and I know that's a weird concept, but there's a lot of us that, like, if we didn't do something to earn the day, we kind of wasted the day. Okay? That's why I became a professional cook. I love not only do I have a passion for cooking, I have a passion for people having like a good time from my food. But at the end of the day, I had a sweat on my brow, my back hurt a little bit. I felt like I did something. Okay? These millionaires and billionaires, like, they're not really taking into concept the fact that, one, people want purpose, two, people want money, and three, you should just fucking pay them more. Give them the money that they're worth. Give them the benefits that they're worth. Because all they're doing, right? Like, and especially, I'm going to give you, for instance, they're worried about the decrease of kids right now. They're worried about how, like, we're not having the right birth rate. You want to know why? Because every generation, it's like, well, if they're like, if you don't want to work for me and you don't want to go through this stuff, I'll find somebody younger who wants to prove themselves, and I'll get them in my company, and hopefully I can brainwash them long enough that they won't see what's actually going on and question the things that I'm doing. So now, technically, you are stuck with millennials, you are stuck with Gen Z, and you are stuck with Gen A. We're all stuck with Gen A, kind of. But the thing is, it's like, if you're not paying a livable wage, and the thing is, a lot of people are not asking for an exorbitant amount of money. They're asking for a livable wage. Can I take care of my rent? Can I take care of my bills? Can I buy food? Can I go see a movie on Friday? That's legitimately what people are asking for. Like you put this constraint on poor people, and there's a lot of professional poor people that don't do drugs, that don't do alcohol, and all they want is like, hey, you know what? I want the opportunity to buy a comic book today. Or I want the opportunity to buy a new TV today. And yeah, sure, if you got to save 2 months for it, sure, fine. People are with that. But you shouldn't have a day-to-day struggle for basic needs like food and a place to stay, man. And I think I speak for a lot of Americans where we just like, we want simple things. We do want simple things. And right now, the rich and politics are both making it astronomically hard to obtain. All we want is just to sit there and, like, you know, be at home, maybe, watch a few things, make some food, have a good time. Enjoy our lives. Because let's be honest, any form of work that we do, whether you're behind a desk or behind the line in the kitchen, it sucks. Day in, day out. Especially, and I'm going to say this for medical fields and culinary fields. For medical fields, if you work in a 24/7 location and somebody calls out, guess what? You're getting mandated to stay another 8 hours. And if you know, you know. All right? Culinary. We sit there and say, hey, we're going to sit there and close shop at 10 o'clock, and then a VIP person walks in, usually a person with money, okay? And they'll say, hey, listen, I'll pay extra to the restaurant to get my shit taken care of. Now, waitresses, servers, they'll get the tips. Cooks, we get fucked. We see none of that money, but it's our work that you're bringing to the table. Just food for thought, random rant. Tell me what you think about it. Leave comments. I know there are going to be some mix of hate and good, but it is what it is.